to order. We'll do a roll call if you would at this time. Krista, I guess you're doing that.
I will be doing that, yes. Good morning, everybody. Chair Kaplan?
Here.
Member Hockney?
Here.
Member Peterson?
Here.
Member Reindl?
Here.
And Member Starkey?
Here.
Sounds good. We do have a quorum. Pursuant to Section 70 of the Illinois Open Meetings Act and the current disaster proclamation and written determination of the Zoning Board of Appeals Chair, a public hearing can be held by audio or video conference without a physical quorum. Due to the public health concerns, this meeting is being conducted via audio video conference. This meeting is being recorded and live streamed at lakecountyil.gov/watchZBA to allow the public the ability to watch the meeting. In-person availability was also made at the permit facility. As a reminder, board members, please share your video. If you'd like to raise your virtual hand, just give us a shout. We'll recognize you. And if the board and public as well could keep themselves muted when they're not talking, that'll prevent any uninterrupted disruptions. At this time, Eric will focus on you for the pledge. You'd all put your hand over your hearts. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a quorum. Please note that selections from this application, as well as individual evidence was presented by the applicant or members of the public ahead of the hearing, may be presented today via screen share during the course of the hearing. Physical evidence germane on topics of today's agenda have previously been submitted. However, if there are additional items the petitioner or members of the public desire to submit for the record, please indicate by raising your hand. The public was invited to submit comments, and those prior to 8 a.m. Have been included and distributed to the members. At this time, we will have the staff presentation from Eric on ZBA case 700-2021.
Good morning. Applicants seeking a variance have the burden of proving to the Zoning Board of Appeals that the required standards of the UDO have been met, even if there are no objections to a variation. At the conclusion of today's case, the ZBA must make a finding of fact identifying its reasons for granting or denying the variations. The board may require the petitioner to meet certain conditions so that the use allowed by a variation will not have a negative impact on neighboring properties. The applicant and public may have the opportunity to make suggestions regarding appropriate conditions. This is ZBA case 000-700-2021, and it's comprised of 4 variation requests. The first one is to reduce the north side yard setback from 4 feet to 0.74 feet to construct a deck. The second one is to reduce the rear yard setback from 4 feet to 0.97 feet to construct the deck and stairs. The third one is to reduce the south street side yard setback from 7.5 feet to 3.0 feet to construct the stairs. And then the last one is to reduce the east street setback from 16 feet to 9.37 feet to alleviate the non-conforming status of the existing house. The applicants are Raymond J and Debora A. Boyle, who are the record owners. The property address is 42918 North Jeanette Street, Antioch, Illinois. It is approximately, I believe it was 0.8 acres and is a non-conforming lot in the R3 zoning district. The legal notice for the case was published in the Daily Herald on October 1, 2021. Correspondence about the case has been received from the Lake County Divisions of Engineering, Building, and Health. Raymond and Debora Boyle will be presenting the case today, and I will be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Sounds good. Thanks, Eric. I did forget this is a legal public hearing, so anyone that makes comments or testimony, it is on record. So if you just would raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Sounds good. Thank you. Any questions of staff on their presentation? Hearing and seeing none, we will go to Mr. Boyle if you're there. If you'd like to give us an overview of what you're looking to do.
You guys are on mute. You got to unmute yourselves first. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. We are requesting a variance. Currently, our property is a very small lot that backs up to the Association Park. We have a set of stairs that are somewhat treacherous going out the back of the house, and we believe that we do have exceptional conditions. My father, who comes up with us regularly, has a walker and is legally blind, and for him to go out the back door, it's a hazard. So what we'd like to do off the back is to build a landing with stairs going to the south side of the house. Currently, there's just steps with no railing. We also would like to, there is a deck currently for the entrance to the home on the north side that we would like to expand to wrap that around to the back deck. That would also allow us a bit of privacy on that corner because we have an unusual lot, to say the least. It's very small. It backs up to the public park. From our back door to our lot line is just under 7 feet. So without the variance, we wouldn't be able to build any sort of a landing out the back door. So we would like to make it a little more handicapped accessible, and as well as the south side of the home will not have anything but a set of stairs coming down because that is our septic field. The east side of the home is where we were asking to make it legal conforming because the house has been there since the 50s and it's pretty much right up, very close to the lot line. So if any kind of a disaster or anything happened, we would not be able to build same as existing. We've also spoken to the neighbors. We've spoken with the association at a meeting. No one has any issues with us doing so. It's very much in harmony with the rest of the homes in the area who have decks towards the lake, and we wouldn't be encroaching on any part of the association park. We would just, I think it's a foot within the lot line or 0.97. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll start with questions. Member Hockney, any questions?
I have no question. I just said it's a very nice lot. I'm really impressed with the site.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Danny. Member Peterson.
No questions. Mrs. Boyle met me outside and showed me what was happening, and it is a cute little site. So, thank you.
Great. Thanks, Maria. Member Reindl.
No problems at all, and thank you for thinking of Dad and taking care of him.
Thank you. It's also going to be our retirement home someday, so who knows when we'll have walkers.
And Member Starkey.
No questions. It's a lovely home.
Thank you.
Sounds good. No questions either. I stopped out there. Everything looks good. It seems like it fits with the neighborhood as well. With that, we'll see if there's any, we'll go around just before we close testimony, see how everybody's feeling. I think we know how they are, but we'll, Member Hockney, you feeling okay?
I'm good with it.
Sounds good. Member Peterson.
Sure, good.
Sounds good. Member Reindl.
I'm comfortable with it.
Perfect. And Member Starkey. All good. Perfect. Sounds good. With that, seems like you're okay. Any closing comments that you folks would like to make before we close testimony?
No, just thank you.
Thank you.
No. Okay, sounds good. With that, a motion would be in order then to close testimony on ZBA case 700-2021.
So moved.
Got a first from Reindl, a second from Starkey. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, a roll call if you would, Krista.
Member Reindl,
Aye.
Member Starkey,
Aye.
Member Kappan,
Aye.
Member Hockney,
Aye.
Member Peterson.
Aye.
That is,
Good.
go ahead,
5-0.
5-0, yeah.
Perfect. Testimony is closed. With that, a motion would be in order then for ZBA case 700-2021.
I'll so move. Motion variance for variance case 00700-2021 to approve, as the request has met all the criteria to prove an exceptional condition, practical difficulties, and/or particular hardship, and that the proposal is in harmony with the the zoning regulations. And just that we ask that the variance request be consistent with the site plan proposed with your zoning application.
Sounds good, Maria. Do you just want to read the requested changes on there too on the page one, just so they've got them in the record?
Sure.
Just to reduce.
Number one, reduce the north side setback from 4 feet to 0.74 feet to construct a deck. Number two, reduce the rear yard setback from 4 feet to 0.97 feet to construct a deck and stairs. Number three, reduce the south street side, that's a lot of S's all in one, yard setback from 7.5 feet to 3.0 feet to construct stairs. And number four, reduce the east street setback from 16 feet to 9.37 feet to alleviate the non-conforming status of the existing house.
Sounds good. We have a first from member Peterson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from member Starkey. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none. Krista, roll call again.
Member Peterson,
Aye.
member Starkey,
Aye.
Chair Kaplan.
Aye.
Member Hockney,
Aye.
member Rindle,
Aye.
5-0.
Sounds good. Variation passes. Congratulations. Good luck as you continue to work with staff, and hope it all goes smooth. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Krista, any updates that we need for November?
We do. We have one case. Well, it's one applicant coming up the end of November. I'll let Eric give you the details because it's his applicant.
So, yeah, we'll have a CUP hearing and a variance on the same day. It's for the same applicant. The delegated CUP is for outdoor landscape contractor business. He's currently running it right now as an indoor landscape contracting business. So he wants to start storing some items outside. The variance is a little unique, and I asked Brad, and he doesn't remember ever having one of these before, but the variance is to allow for zero landscaping along Route 45. And he'd like to put a fence along Route 45 instead. So that one's unique. I don't think, Greg, you've probably been, on the board a long time. I don't know if you remember ever having anything like either. So it'll be a first for that one, for that type of variation.
And what date is that, Eric? Do you know?
That'll be on November 30th. It'll be at 1 o'clock.
It's a Tuesday.
Perfect. Reminder to everybody. And that's the only one for November right now, it looks like.
That is the only one we have for November. Yeah. So
Cool. And then
November's always challenging with the holiday. So
You bet.
That at 9 o'clock,
No,
No,
it'll be-
that'll be at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, because it's a CUP hearing.
Was there one, weren't we reserving like November 9th or something like that as well? Is that not happening then?
I don't know. Yeah, the rest of the dates in November, we haven't gotten the applications in soon enough in order to process all the paperwork and get them ready. So November 30th was the best we could do.
we've got a couple delegated CUP applications that are close. So we're just trying to get all of the application complete and get them in the pipeline. So
Perfect. Anything else from staff?
that's all we got today.
Awesome. Sounds good. Anything from any of the board members?
Can you resend the October per diem, please?
Yes, let me make a note of that.
Thank you.
Staff, do you need us to stop by and sign anything too? Are there any sitting there that we haven't signed off on?
That is a good question. I haven't looked in the folder lately, but let me do that. And if there is, I'll send out an email this afternoon.
Perfect. Sounds good. Nothing else to come before us. If that's it, a motion would be in order then to adjourn.
So
Who wants
moved.
to make it? So move. With that, we are adjourned. Everybody have a great Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy